everybody to this turning off the fire hose live lesson. All right, so I sent out an email to several thousand people a few minutes ago, maybe 30 minutes ago, and I put 4 charts for you guys to work on this blues with us. We're either going to do example 1, we're going to do example 2 from Blues Volume 1, example 3 works with several different blues options from the blues scale and a few other notes, and then example 4 is, what is example 4? I don't even remember. Example 4 is also in there. What's up, Vicky? Good to see you. All right, the main thing is go download those charts, and if you don't have the charts, put that in the chat that you'd like access to the charts. But several thousand of you have access in the links in your email that I sent out, and all you have to do is click and download and have fun with those. All right, why are we talking about turning off the fire hose? At least turning it down a little bit is because we do a whole lot of learning material, right? There's so much out there, so many videos, so many instructors, and at the same time we need to be able to focus in on certain things because we can easily be overwhelmed. That's why at iMusicAcademy we have our group and we do focus practice sessions. So I'll give you an example inside the membership area, and you guys are getting a little look at one of the windows here of what it's like when you're a member. Every week we go through this stuff, and we're going to go ahead and jump in and do this. So I'm on the home page here, and we do Blues Volume 1, for instance, and we pick what we call Blues Roadmaps. So this week we will do example 1, 2, 3, and 4 as an example. And what you do is, if you're working on this self-study, you could watch the video from Blues Volume 1, or you can look at the sheet music. And these work really well on your iPads or any kind of tablet or your phone as well. Now, you guys have the PDFs. It's a Dropbox link, so just download those and have fun with them and try to get some focused practice. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on a backing track, and we're going to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this little Texas-style blues. And in the left hand, we're going to do example 1 at first, okay? But in the left hand, we're going to do let me just stop this really quickly and tell you, if I was playing our bass line that goes along with this example, it would kind of sound like a mess because the bass player is playing a different line over this different from your sheet music. So we'll do an example of practicing this as a solo piano player. We'll turn down the bass from the track, and then the other way we're going to do it right now is we're actually going to do kind of more of a modern way to play a C7. Instead of playing a C7 old school lick, we're actually going to play a C9 3-note voicing. We've been using this voicing in jazz a lot in our Christmas boot camp that we're currently in, and it's 3 flat 7 9. So anytime you're spelling a chord, you just have to know that major scale, and then you have the formula. The formula is 3 flat 7 of the C scale. Normally C major has a B natural, but you're going to flat it, and then you're going to have the 9th on top. Well, why is that a 9th and not a 2nd of the C major scale? Because anytime you have the flat 7 and you add the notes on top, then you have a C9 chord. You're adding what are called extensions. So we're going to play a C9 chord for the C blues, and then when it goes to, or for the C7, when it goes to an F7, we're going to use an F13 voicing. The great thing about a 9 chord is, especially as it relates to the blues, it really wants to go down to an F13. The 1 chord usually goes to the 4 chord in the blues. And to do that with a simple voicing change, all you do is take the bottom 2 notes and you go down a half step. Now you have a real beautiful, simple 3-note F13 voicing. That's the flat 7 of an F scale. Now we have to think about the F scale has 1 flat in it, B flat, and you say flat 7, 3, and 13. Once you get this shape down, it's very easy. You get the shape for the C7, and then to go to an F13, all you have to do is move these bottom 2 notes down by a half step. So that covers that chord. The only other chord in this blues, and what we're going to do today, is you go up 2 half steps, and now you're at a G13 voicing. So this voicing in F, flat 7 of the F scale, 3 and 13, turns into flat 7, 3, 13, same formula, but thinking about the G major scale, which has 1 sharp, F sharp. So I know my scale of G major. I'm building the formula. Flat 7, 3, and 13. Okay, that covers our voicing and our shape. So you're either going to go C. For F, you're going to be here, and then for G, you're going to be there. In our right hand, we're going to do example 1, which is our most popular lick. Well, why am I doing this again? It's one of our most popular videos of teaching this example. But you learn these things and you internalize them. Today's practice is going to be very simple. It's 4 licks. We're either going to do this lick. We're going to do the second lick is the old school one. And since I can't remember the 4th one, let's just go ahead and look at it. So look how fast this is. I love the way this, oh, okay. This is the A blues scale lick. So the 6th note of the blues scale being a great important note. Da, 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 flat 3rd, 2, 1. And then you go 6, 5 of the C scale. Ba, da, 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 which works great in blues and jazz. So to stay focused, what we're going to do first is I'm going to turn on the track and we're going to do example 1. Now we have 6 people watching right now. I think that we can, if we do this right, we can get to 15 likes before we're done with this practice session. So I'm going to turn on the track and stay with me. What I'm going to do is in my left hand, I'm going to play a C9. And let's go through the chord progression here as we get started. 2 and 3 and 4 and C9. You give me that for 4 measures. And while I'm playing this, you guys can like the video if you're enjoying this. And then it's going to go to F13. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. And if you need these charts and you're not on my email list, let me know and I'll put a link in the description. G13, F13, and then you're going to give me C, and then it goes again to the F13 or G13. Here we go. Here's the lick. 4 of those. Just get in the habit of getting your feel together. F. Now we're going to go to G, F, and back to G. Now, as I'm doing this right hand only, I could stop, I could go to the top. And F, I can start at the top and come down, or at the bottom. Now G, F, let's do that again. Things that I did that you need to know about is yes, you can go up and come back down. That sounds great. You can also go halfway up if you want to. You can start at the top. But one thing that I did is when it went to the F chord, instead of going up here and changing at the top, I just decided to go think like C minor. So here I was going major 3rd, and now I'm going to go minor 3rd. And what that does is that gives me the flat 7 of the F scale, and it gives me the 9th. So you can just go there. Let me demonstrate that again. Let's turn on the track, and here we go. We're just hanging out on C, and maybe up and down. Now top down. Now watch when I go to F. I'm just going to go C minor. For the G13, here we go. wasting your time when you're practicing left hand alone. G13, long, short, long, short, long, short. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn down the mixer, so now take the bass out. So now I can do my left hand, and this is eighth notes, 2 and 3 and 4 and F, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. Let's try to get those likes to at least 10. Here we go. G and F. I like going up, little walk up. Here we go. Now let's just take a quick break and talk about this idea of the fire hose again. What am I talking about? We got to focus things down sometimes, right? We play lots of different licks, even from my own channel as I'm teaching. We're often going through a lot of different things, but we always go back to the blues roadmaps. And so we get inside the membership area, and here we go. You have all of these specific examples. Now, what I love about this on the inside, and you guys don't have to be a member to do this kind of thing, but you keep track of your progress. In other words, it says, all right, Bob, you've done 2 out of 11 lessons, and I check it off after I've worked on it for a while. Now, we just did example 1. We've been working on that. We didn't need to watch the video because I've already done it. But now I'm going to go to example 2, and this is the kind of old school blues lick that has this idea of kind of a diminished sound. Now, I love sometimes going to the old school sound. Now, how did I get here? I'm doing the 1 of the C scale, the flat third, and the flat fifth. So I'm actually flatting that note and flatting the fifth. So take a C triad, move the middle note down, and then the top note down. And then you're doing 2-4 as you're fingering to 3-5 and to 1. Now, why is this important to understand? I start with the triad in mind, and then I know that the bottom 2 notes are going to be 2-4 is my fingering, and 3-5. Because when I go up to transpose to F, I have to think of the F chord, right? F, A, C. So I use the triad, and we often need to do that. We take things that are familiar to us to help us transpose. We've been doing that on the channel lately, showing you tricks to learn how to transpose. This is the F chord, and all I have to do is the top 2 notes, 2 fingers, 2-4 to 3-5. That gets me there. Now, what about the G chord? Think of a G triad, and I'm going to go down with the top 2 notes, and now I have 2-4, 3-5. And now I'm going to turn on the track, and let's do it. I think I changed the song. 1 second. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn. Well, I'll keep the bass off for a minute. Okay, here we go. So let's get this lick just with the drum for a second. 2 and 3 and 4 and F chord. Back to C. G, I'm visualizing the G chord. So let me stop it really quickly. So let me look and see exactly how this is notated, because this, like all the others, you can turn around and make them your own and change the rhythm around. So you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. So in the last part, and then you end. Okay, all right, so once you get that pattern down, you can do whatever you want with it. Let's go ahead and experiment with that. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. do this. So that's 2 of the 4 licks, right? Now what we're going to go do is let's jump down to the 4th lick, because I wanted to show you something that I kind of, no, the third one, because I kind of hinted around of something we're going to do. So the 3rd lick, you have octave C, boom, ba, boom, flat 7, 6, sharp 5, and then you come down the first 5 notes of the blues scale. Da 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 da, boom, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, 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 boom. What I love about this specific lick, it's kind of like an exercise, to be honest with you, because what it's doing, it's showing you some different notes that are going to sound good over the blues. Let me demonstrate by just playing this. This is a great ear training and finger exercise. So boom, flat 7, 6, and then blues scale. Now when we go up to F, it's the same. So far we have this, or this, and we could, let me stop it really quickly here. So you get the idea. You're going to take one lick and then you mess around with that for a while, but we decided on the front end we're going to only use 4 licks. So the next lick we did was the diminished lick, and it's good to say, all right, if I'm going to play that lick, I get to the triad, go down with the top 2 notes, now have 2, 4, 3, 5, 1. And you experiment with that on C, F, and G. All right, then we did this idea of Now, I also do this, just so you guys know, in jazz setting too. Almost all of these licks that we actually do will work over a jazz setting. Let me demonstrate that just for fun. Let's see if I can do a C blues. So same thing. Let's say I did, let me turn on the bass. Here we go. We could stay on C the whole time. Let's do that again. 1 and 6 and 2 and 5. Here we go. another thing that you can do is, even in a jazz setting, I might occasionally throw in one of those ideas, right? So then you have, we have this one we could do. We have the old school lick that we could sneak in there, right? Or this. Alright, so you see how this works? You learn this material, and then guess what? You use it in blues, jazz, all kinds of things. Alright, now I'm going to blow your mind here with a simple left-hand idea that you can do. Okay, let's go back to our dominant 7 practice. Texas style blues, and we're turning back on the shuffle. Now you have this idea going on. Oh, let me turn the bass off. Have this idea, and let's just say we're doing example 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I've got this going, right? 8th notes. You also want to be able to practice quarter notes, so like this. 1, same exact run in the right hand. Okay, now another thing, let's say that I wanted to change the style up a little bit and change my bass line. So I'm going to do, let's do maybe Latin. Let's do some kind of bossa sound. Let's see what this would do. Alright, so this is just 1, 3, 5 in tri-heads, right? And then I could go. I could go. Alright, so let me stop that. I got to stay on our 4 licks, but you guys see how this is working? You're taking 4 ideas. I'm saying this is going to be my focus practice time. Now, for those of you who are in the membership area, you guys know that I can do this. And again, this is, anybody can see what I'm doing. It's very simple. Go to the blues alternate bass lines, and then you just simply say, all right, let's see. Okay, the first one is the basic one we know. The second one is this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Kind of a Ray Charles. So then you go to that one. Let's see what 3 is. 3 is I love this one. A little more on the tricky side. Let's turn on the track with that one. Oh wait, not that one. Let's change it back. This is how you keep it fun and mix it up while staying focused, right? We still have our 4 licks that we're going to do, but maybe you wanted to practice some different styles. If that's too much for you, you just do hands separate. 5, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2. Okay, very good. All right, what questions do you guys have regarding this practice? I'm going to turn it back. I've got this on. I'm going to turn the bass back on. We're going to finish up by playing a few more with the left-hand voicings that are more on the jazzy / blues when you have the bass player with you. Let's try to get to 10 likes coming up. Of the song is there are so many different ways you can do a turnaround, a set of chord changes, something to get you back to the top. But any key you're in, if you're in the key of C, you can hit and all that is 1 and then down to the flat 7 or whatever key you're in, so a whole step down, then chromatically down, and you end on the 5th. On the way up, it's a major third up, chromatically up to the 5th, so then you end on the 5th note of the key. So if I was in the key of F playing a blues, and I get to the end, I do the same thing, F, and then up to the 3rd of F, and down to the flat 7, and chromatically end up on the 5th. I hope that makes sense to you guys. We'll keep moving along and get a little more practice in. Now what I'm going to do is we'll make it get a little faster each time. Let's make it get 3 beats faster each time. So again, I'm focusing on the simplicity of not having to think about too much. I'm just working on my feel and having fun. Same thing on F. How about this? Turn around. Here we go. We're going to start it again. To encourage you with something that's very important. So one of the first things I like to teach students is the 5 notes of the blues scale, right? You learn this and you get this shape down, the first 5 notes, and then you will eventually learn it in all keys. I call it shape 1. It's the first 5 notes of each blues scale. And the reason this is important because you can use all of those notes over the entire blues, whatever key you're in, to sound like a pro. And you can mix and match all of those. We actually have a beginning blues sheet that goes along with our materials, our weekly stream that we do, and it's very simple. It's things like this. I'm going to take the first 5 notes of blues scale and first show you that all the notes work. Da dum, right? The first 5 notes, and I get my hand in this shape. Da, da, dum. It doesn't matter what chord I'm on. Da, da, right? And let a little time go by and maybe start on the top. So here's one that I like, is starting going at minor third. So something like that. Just mixing and matching, right? Doesn't matter. Let's do it again. Here we go. Sometimes I like this sound, going up to the 5th of the flat 7, on the root on top. Just getting a little bit faster. And as it gets faster, it's not a bad idea to hang out here, right? You have... Under there, you can't go wrong. faster, just relax. Let's start with the 6th lick. Let's do the first 5 notes of the blues scale. Here we go. We have 10 more choruses to go. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to make it. Let's try to get to 10 likes. All right, go to something simple. stop it really quickly. So as it gets faster again, we just have to simplify things, right? I'm just getting obviously some finger workout and stuff like that, but you can take one thing at a time. Boom, ba-da, 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 whatever, and do it slow. All right, so we talked about 4 licks that you can practice over and over for days, and it'll really help encourage you, I think. Now, we have 12 people that have come in. I was hoping we would get to to 10 likes. Yeah, it's not that fast. But yes, I understand. It doesn't fit the style, but here's what happens. Whenever you turn back on the track, it'll feel so good. Ted's lick. No, I haven't. It's not my fingers, Ted. It's my neck and my shoulders, but it does have an impact on my fingers. You're correct. Yeah, so I definitely got to get, my neck seems to be better, but my 4th and 5th fingers, especially my 4th, I'm having trouble with muscle issues there. So I'm working through those challenges. But things like this will help. The chiropractor is a quick fix, but I need a longer term solution. Ted says, love the accents, left hand, and syncopation rhythm. Yes, I do as well. And it's a good thing to practice, Ted, and everybody else, is sometimes you just want to turn on your track and practice 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And let's get to 10 likes. If you guys are enjoying these, I'll keep doing these. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And sometimes you might want to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do that again. 2 and 3 and 4. I was hoping. Oh, we went from 9 to 8, so we're backing up. That was fun, guys. I enjoyed the Christmas boot camp today. That was fun. And next week we're going to do Santa Claus is Coming to Town on Monday. We're going to continue that because that was a lot of fun going over those voicings and licks for today. And then on Thursday, next Thursday, we will do a Christmas tree, and that's going to be 2 different sessions. Guys, that was a lot of fun. I hope that you have an awesome day. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you guys are watching us in replay and you like it, you could do me a favor by liking the video and leaving a comment. And I'm going to do something here. I sent out those 4 charts to my email list, but I'm going to put this in the chat really quickly. And I think it goes away, but it will be on the replay chat. Maybe I think it takes a day or so. Does somebody have the link to that folder that you can put? I'm talking about the one that has the 4 charts from today. I authorize that. If you don't have it, I'll look for it quickly. Let me pull up another window and I can just search for it really quickly. I want you guys to have these voicings. And so you might beat me to it, but oops. We look for Blues Volume 1. Hang in there. Blues Volume 1. Volume 1. So let me click on this. Okay, this is it. I'm copying it. I'm going to share this. You guys can view this. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments. Okay, so to my 6 friends that are watching, make sure you 7 friends now download these 4 charts that we've gone over in this video. The idea of the fire hose idea is we are all guilty of having a lot of material and things to cover, but it's so good to practice in small sections and picking 4 ideas, 3 ideas, even 1 idea. Notice that this whole stream, I was either playing this lick, and I was playing this lick, or I was playing this lick, or I played this. And I showed you could do it over a blues or a jazz context. And it's so good we even changed the bass line a little bit, but we still decided we're only going to do these 4 licks. And this is what we do in the membership area, which is so much fun. We had somebody sign up today, actually, officially, David, and he's been hanging out for last week. But my hope is that I'm always looking for the next right person to join our group. It doesn't matter if you're retired. We love retirees. People who are retired or any age or stage of your playing. We love to have you. We have such an awesome group. We have about 20, maybe 21 members now, and you get everything, including live lessons with me, membership access, all of the courses to use inside the membership, and you get the standalone versions. It's a really cool thing, and it's literally less than one investment with one time a month for a lesson with me. And I've had we're up to 21 people now, and people stay in the membership, and they seem to be loving it, right, Vicky? And Ted, we have everybody scattered all throughout the world, and it's awesome. Awesome. Hey, that's the other thing I was going to say. Let me get your name. Rafi, hey, you're welcome. So download those charts. Those 4 charts are for you and anybody else. All I would ask you guys to consider doing is subscribing to iMusicAcademy if you haven't done that. You can sign up to any one of my email list, and I am looking for the next person who wants to join our community for sure. And even if somebody is seriously considering but you're not quite sure if it's right for you, you can sign up with a absolutely no risk policy. I would, of course, help anyone be satisfied, or I would literally give anyone their money back if they felt like if it wasn't for them. But I'm telling you, you get everything, including the community. You get all the courses. You get the standalone versions. You get your own access to the membership area, which is so much fun, and so many courses in there. It's crazy. But we do try to stay focused. Not to mention, for my 8 people that are still hanging out, that's not all people get. Like, I want to show you guys one more thing. Since we're doing a tour, and since I've given you guys a tour of this, I want to show you guys something else. I think I think you'll like seeing this next thing. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but might as well. So I'm going to pull up another window. You guys need to see what our practice folder looks like, because this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to pull up our Google Drive. And now I'm going to add this. This is important. Oh, you guys are already seeing it, I think. Yeah, so this is our Google Drive. And let me show you. Okay. So let me get to the Google Drive. IMA practice stream folder. Okay, so we have iMusicAcademy theory. You have IMA Jazz folder. So everything, there's all kinds of PDFs of students, blues comping, Dave's Leaving on the Plane, Dean's List Blues, jazz chords, you name it. And then you get down here, and it's iReal Pro. That's what all of our backing tracks. We are currently in a Christmas boot camp, right? So we have our Christmas boot camp right here. These are our weekly lessons. It shows you tips to go with all these Christmas songs. And then we have Christmas Eve blues, Jingle Bell blues. Then you have jingle chord progressions. You have comping voicings, trio chords, 5-finger patterns. You have major scales, making sure you know all those. Oh, Christmas tree. And so we do a Christmas in October thing, and it's a lot of fun. It's going really well. Then you have Christmas boot camp play-alongs, and then you have Bob Song Volumes 1 and 2. This is where it gets crazy. So you guys know that we have Bob Song books, which are 90% of the time we are doing Bob song books, right? So we have all these different songs. A lot of our members have their own songs that I've written for them, and everyone deserves a song. If I haven't written your song yet, it's coming. Uh-oh, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Anyway, all this is in our stream folder. So we have this weekly stream folder. And anyway, we're having a lot of fun in this membership area and group. All right, guys, have fun with these charts, and let's try to get to 10 likes. If we can get to 10 likes, that would be awesome. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and keep practicing, keep having fun, and I will see you guys in the next video. So you guys have 1 minute to either ask your questions or tell each other bye, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. I hope you've had an awesome time. It's good to see you, Rafi. Make sure you get your charts. Let me know if you don't have them. Anybody can always email me with any kind of questions you have regarding practicing, you're having trouble with something, whatever. I'm really easy to work with, pretty easy to find, and I'm happy to help you guys. Rafi, good to see you. Ted, Vicky, as always. Saw you guys this morning, of course, on the stream. And things are going really well on the YouTube channel, so thank you so much for that. All right, thanks for the 5 stars, Ted. You're awesome. What I'm going to do now while my equipment is all set up, I'm probably going to do a few teaching videos just to upload for the channel. It really has, it's going really well. A little too well. Vicky, good to see you. Rafi, Ted, keep it up. And to the 9 people watching, you guys are awesome. I'm going to put this, let me put these links in the comments. Oh, I can't, can you leave comments during the live? I think we have to wait, don't we? I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets these charts, but you might have to wait until tomorrow or whenever you can actually leave comments. But I tell you what, I can put them in the description. What am I thinking? All right, I'm going to do this for everybody hanging out. So there you go. There are 4 charts from today's lesson. Please, after we get done with this lesson, please leave a comment. Nothing will get this algorithm of iMusicAcademy going better than you guys interacting with this channel. And I much appreciate all of that. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon. You can email me, bobtaylormusic@gmail.com or bob@imusicacademy.com. I would love to hear from you. Keep up the great work. I'll see you.